Hi, my name is Kelly with the Tech District, and today we're going to be talking about HDMI cables. HDMI stands for High Definition Multimedia Interface. Essentially, it's a simple way to push HD media from different devices to televisions and monitors. There are three different port sizes. There's the full regular one, the mini, and the micro. All three can deliver 1080 HD footage, and the newer standards can deliver up to 2K. And the cables can all have mix and match sizes on either ends of the cables. For instance, I have here a full HDMI and a micro HDMI port on this end. These ports come on a number of devices and are widely accepted as the new standard for the replacement of the composite video and audio cables that we all used to know and love. Every TV you buy now will have an HDMI port on it. Xboxes, PlayStations, Blu-ray players, even computers have HDMI ports on them. Even cameras are getting them, and so are phones and tablets. HDMI is pretty much everywhere. The current version of HDMI, 1.4, can deliver uncompressed 2K footage, the ability to watch 3D movies, HD audio, and Ethernet. So essentially you can have the internet, video, and audio all conveniently in one cable. Now most devices that have an HDMI port come with an HDMI cable. So say you buy yourself a nice Blu-ray player and the cable works fine with your TV. Great, you're loving it. But then you move and you lose your cable. Well, what are you supposed to do now? You buy it. So your first thought is probably a place that sells electronics. Best Buy is normally the first place that people come up with. So you go on down to Best Buy and you go and you find the HDMI cables. Awesome, they have them. Very cool. So you find a 6 feet long HDMI cable. That's pretty standard, normal, that'll get you from your Blu-ray player to the back of your TV, no big deal. But then you look at the price, $20. And you feel like that's too much for a cable. Then you move on down to the higher end section of the HDMI cables, and you find the monster cables. These are really nice cables. For 4 feet long, you can get one for $50. Alright, so 20 bucks for a 6 feet long HDMI cable seems a lot. And $50 for a 4 foot long one seems ridiculous almost. So what are you supposed to do? Do you really have to spend $20 for a cable just to hook up your Blu-ray player? The answer is no. You don't have to spend $20. So, where can you get a cheaper HDMI cable if not Best Buy? So this is where we go to our good friends at Amazon. And we search for HDMI cables. Look, there's a 15 foot long one. That's twice as long as the one that was in Best Buy. Now we look at the price. $4. This can't be right. It's got to be a mistake. This is a typo. 4 stars out of 5. Alright, that's pretty good. But you still think there's got to be something wrong with it. For $4? That can't be right. Well, I bought one. And I got it about a year ago. Now, this doesn't just sit behind a TV hooked up to one thing. I have unplugged and replugged this thing into so many different ports. It's ridiculous. Several laptops, computers, PlayStations, and an Xbox, and it's done a phenomenal job. Still no signs of wear and tear, and I treat it pretty badly. The cool thing is, this is so cheap that after this review, if it decides to spontaneously combust, I can still go to Amazon, get another one for only $5, and still not spend as much as I would have getting a 6 foot long at Best Buy. It's a fantastic deal. This unfortunately is still a secret amongst the internet savvy, is that you can get a lot of cheaper things online versus brick and mortar, and that mostly has to do with overhead price, because it's just cheaper to run an online business. But especially with HDMI cables, the difference between Best Buy and Amazon is a huge gap. Alright, and 15 feet is pretty long, but I really want to connect something to a different room. Will the 50 foot one work? It's only 18 bucks, and that just seems way too cheap. Well, I thought the same thing, so I got one. It's heavy, it's really long, and it has these blocks on the end of them that aren't normally on these smaller cables. But it works perfectly. There's no bad signal, it doesn't cut in and out, it delivers sound and video just fine. Now bear in mind that data has to travel through all 50 feet of this, and it does happen at a light speed, but if you don't need it, why get it? 15 feet will actually be pretty long for most people. And it's cheaper anyways. That's it for the review today. I'm Kelly with the Tech District. If you learned something today, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, be sure to share this video with your friends so they can learn something about HDMI too. You can find us on Facebook and Google+, and we're working on Twitter later this week. I'm kind of new to it, so I don't know what's going on there at all. Let us know what you want us to review next. We'd love to hear from you guys. Take care.